Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you guys had a very good, productive week and that you guys are staying safe with this crazy pandemic that we have going on. I'm sure you guys know how crazy it is here in Florida. I don't have to go there. You guys watch the news, and it is a madhouse here, making things very difficult for me and for those who live around here. Anyway, you guys have seen two of my videos with a teaser of the speaker that I have selected as speaker number two. Number two for me for several reasons. One of the reasons why I have selected this speaker is because, number one, I have never owned it. Never been really even, I've only been in front of it one time at Expona 2019. It's the first time and the only time I've seen it. And someone told me a long time ago, I'll never forget it. They said to me, if you are not a real audiophile, if you have a dedicated room and a space and the equipment, if you haven't owned one of these particular speakers, you owe it to yourself, he said to me, to own one of these at least once in your lifetime. And so, reading a lot of reviews, of course, and a lot of the boards, a lot of different forums, different websites. Took me a while to decide, but I finally got a pair of speaker number two. I will call this speaker number two going forward. Sasha DAWs so far are not going anywhere. Okay? I'm not planning to sell those. So I am going to hang on to those because I have a lot more plans with that speaker, and I feel like I always need a cone tweeter speaker for other listening tests and other things that I have going on with me, my room. That said, I want to introduce you all to my next speaker. There you go. These are the Magnapan's 3.7 eyes. That's what you've been hearing. That's what will be my next speaker for a few weeks, hopefully. I can tell you initial impressions are it sounds way different than my Wilson Audios. It sounds, it's almost this type of sound signature that it's going to take me time getting used to. Remember, guys, I come from Wilson Audio, which has been it has been a very dynamic speaker. It's got clarity, it's got slam, it's got a lot of punch, and to change from a conventional type of speaker to something like this takes some time getting used to. And so I'm up for the challenge. I'm really up for it. I'm not afraid of tweaking and trying new things with this speaker. I know Magnapan has a huge following. I know there are a lot of Magnapan lovers out there. So guys, bear with me. I'm learning as I go. The one thing I can share with you so far from after owning these speakers for only 3 days is, well, number one, they're still breaking in. Number two, I don't have any special fuses. I don't have any special, stands. I know some, I believe they're called My stands. I believe those are great for these speakers. Stay tuned. I'm probably going to get those as well. Jumpers make a difference. Again, stay tuned. I'm sure I'm going to be looking into that as well. So there are a lot of tweaks that this speaker can go through, and you know that I'm very excited. What is shocking to me, guys, is how some people out there believe that I'm trying to compare this speaker to a $37,000 speaker like my Sasha DAW. Guys, I'm not doing that. It's not a comparison. This is just a different presentation. This is about a different feeling, different flavor, if you will. Okay? That is like if you're arguing with the guy who likes Pepsi and you like Coke. You can't argue that. That's his preference, right? It's just soda at the end of the day. It's what you guys like. So nobody's going to win that argument. It's the same thing. It's a different presentation. What I can tell you, if, in the short time that I've been doing high-end audio, that I've been listening and owning a lot of great quality components, the bang for the buck for this speaker is ridiculous, guys. It really is ridiculous. It's like $6,600 MSRP, or $63.95, I believe it is. It is ridiculous, guys. I mean, the amount of performance you get for this is just mind-boggling. I mean, I have a lot of thoughts about the speaker so far, and it's still getting better. I want to let you all know I'm using the S250, and my gut is telling me it isn't even enough power for the speaker. I still need more power. This is going to lead me to continue on a new journey in finding serious amplification for these speakers, because I know they need a lot of current. I'm aware of that. I've spoken to a lot of people about them, and I'm aware that that will be something that I need to work on, and I'm up for the challenge. I have yet to connect my Griffin Coliseum to it, so we'll see how that sounds with my Coliseum. I'm excited for that. There are a lot of different things that I'm going to do to it. Okay, so there you have it. Magnepan 3.7 eyes will be a very, very, very interesting speaker. A lot of fun to play with. You know, one thing that I just can't even wrap my mind around is I have power cables that are more money MSRP against MSRP than these speakers. How could some people not try to get, not at least try to buy something like this to play with them? I understand they're wide, they're big, they're tall, the wife approval factor. I get all that, guys. I understand that. Believe me, I do. And I know some of you don't have the space. Otherwise, you would try it. But those of you who have the space, if you haven't tried one, please do. I mean, it is just a special component. It really is. Okay. Is it perfect? I don't think there's a speaker that's perfect. I really haven't heard one. In my opinion, there isn't such thing. The speaker needs bass. We know that. In my opinion, it can use some thump. It can use some punch down low. Someone told me maybe the 20.7s would have been a better match here for my room. Who knows? Too many variables, to say the least. But what I wanted to say to you is, please, get out there, listen to them. I cannot believe the speaker is only $6,300. I still just doesn't even make sense. So let's not forget, my Merrill Audio Element 118s will be here, and I'm going to be probably the very first person to show you what a Magnepan can do with a Merrill Audio Element 118 monoblock. People say the Magnepan is very transparent, very clear, very true, lifelike, and they're the same thing. They're saying the same thing about the Merrill Element 118s. They're saying the same thing about those monoblocks, right? But they're fast, they're powerful, they're this, they're that. Let's see. I think that's going to be an interesting test to hear those two together. I don't think it's ever been done, at least that I know of. So with that in mind, guys, stay tuned. I just wanted to give you this update. Magnepan 3.7 eyes, and stay tuned later. Tonight, I'm going to release the video later tonight about my top amplifiers under 20,000 MSRP. You will love that video. Thanks. Please subscribe.